The Dark Trio, a group of manga said to parallel the big three in some ways more than one. This trio is way more gorier, way more darker, and overall just understands the rule of risks better than most new gen. This trio consists of two well-known series known as Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, which I do plan to make videos on in the future, and lastly, a manga till this day I think doesn't get the recognition it deserves, Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise is a series I've read during the summer of 2021. After seeing some cool panels of the manga on TikTok and reading a quick synopsis of the manga on Google, it finally hooked me and I decided to read it. Hell's Paradise is a dark fantasy manga filled with a whole lot of action and psychological thriller. This story takes place in the Edo period of Japan, where our main character, Gabimaru the Hollow, is currently sentenced to death by the Shogun. We soon later find out that our main character, Gabimaru, is an empty, or I guess I should say hollow man, who has no attachment to life whatsoever. He then wonders why he won't die. After surviving multiple executions, from burning at stake, to Usizaki, the execution where they tie your limbs to runaway cows, to even being boiled alive. He soon later then meets with a person who could actually execute him, by the name of Yamada Asaemon Sagiri. No, the name Yamada Asaemon is passed down through generations of the clan, each tasked with either sword testing or executing criminals with a single stroke. We later find out that Gabimaru has a wife, and that she's the reason for Gabimaru's subconscious resistance to the execution. We later found out that Gabimaru wanted to live a normal life with his wife, but after he was reminded how cruel the world that he lives in is by the chief of his village, he then says that that kind of fantasy isn't going to happen to someone like him. But Sagiri then pulls out a shogunate issued writ of pardon, which pretty much absolves any criminal's crimes, and with it, a criminal can live freely anywhere without worry. We then get introduced to the main premise of the story, as Sagiri explains the shogun's plan to Gabimaru. The shogun of the land believes there's an item called the Elixir of Life, which is said to grant immortality to whoever takes it. But the catch is, this item is on a strange island referred to as Nirvana for most, a paradise that was believed to lie beyond the Ryukyu Islands. After the shogun sent a few of his men to retrieve this item, but they failed and came back as plants, the shogun then came up with a really elaborate idea to gather death row convicts to send them to the island in order for one of them to retrieve the elixir in exchange for the pardon. I really do love the story for this manga, as it's a rather simple concept but yet so well done in aspects like characters, storytelling, art, etc. Think about it, a battle royale full of death row convicts on a strange island where literally everything is almost nothing as it seems. It's good that they made this manga as dark as it is, because for the main setting being a place said to be a paradise turned out to be a complete hellhole, which I do gotta say was kinda clever being the title of the series, Hell's Paradise. But back to what I was saying, given the type of setting, characters, and generally the information on how dangerous this island was said to be from the start of the series, it wouldn't make sense to have no deaths in the series at all. Like Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, this manga shouldn't be taken lightly, as anyone in the story can easily be killed off sooner than you think. Sure, the manga makes it clear to us readers that Gabimaru is our main character and who exactly our main cast is, but this manga focuses on our side cast just enough to make us feel for each and every character, just for Jigokuraku to end up killing them in the next chapter, kinda like a Akame ga Kill effect. In chapter 2 of this manga, we get some more intel on the shogun's plan that while on the island, each death row convict will be assigned an Asaemon to pretty much keep them in check, and that to choose who goes on the island, the criminals are told to fight amongst each other to reduce the amount of people able to go on this expedition to a mere 10. As well as more information about the death row convicts that were picked out for this expedition, who, by the way, sooner than later in the story became some of my favorite characters in this series, like Aza Chombe, a titan of a man who founded a city of thieves in the mountain recesses of Iyo, or Yuzuriha, a Konoichi that neutralized every last retainer of the castle during the rebellious invasion of Sagiwa Castle. The art of this manga is nothing short of amazing. The character designs in this manga are really well done, like Gabimaru's or Azechombe's or even Lord Tensun's, and it goes to show how well Yuji Kaku can capture the emotions of all of his characters, and that his character designs aren't just copy and paste of characters like most mangas, and shows how each character has some individuality to them. And don't get me started on the actual art of the paradise our main cast is on. You see, Jigokuraku used to work as an assistant for Fujimoto, the creator of Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man, and you can really see that through the more gorier and horrifying scenes in Hell's Paradise. But as I said in the beginning of the video, it really does fit the scenery this manga has to offer. The pacing of this manga is great, and it never really feels like it's on a standstill. It's always moving so fluidly, flowing as if it's water along the river current, keeping us readers on the edge of our seats, constantly fearing the loss of another good character. The tension of the series is also well done and well built up as well. We know what the end goal is for our main character, and frankly all the criminals on the island. We also know how dangerous this task is, yet almost everything that happened on the island was extremely unexpected, to me at least, leaving me in awe almost every chapter. I'm really fond of the power system used in this manga as well. The power system for this manga is known as Taio, which is pretty much life energy, so it can pretty much be found in things like plant, water, and other living creatures. It's a power of opposites, where not only strength but also weakness is required to achieve this power. Seeing the power system at first glance, you could easily tell that it has some inspiration from other power systems from other anime, like Nen, just way less complicated of course. The main reason why I like this power system so much is because with this power system, it not only makes fights in the series physical but also psychological ones as well. This power system can make fights way more impactful and contain so much more depth than it was originally intended to, making Taio one of the best new gen power systems I've seen. Hell's Paradise should definitely be a manga already on your plan to read list by the end of this video, and a anime that should be on your radar as it was said to release this October with other anime like Bleach, Blue Lock, Chainsaw Man, etc. This manga for me was honestly a remarkable read, and honestly if I had the chance to read it again with no memory of reading it beforehand, I'd take that chance without a doubt. As we make it to the end of the video, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what anime / manga I should talk about and review next on the channel. And with that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.